So, if someone was doing something to someone that you loved and cared about, would you warn them? Would you tell them? If they're plotting against them emotionally, physically, financially, would you warn them? Would you give them the information? Would you show them, hey, something's going on that you're not aware of? The topic is, am I my brother's keeper? Let's get into it. The phrase, am I my brother's keeper, originated from the story of Cain and Abel in the Old Testament, specifically in Genesis chapter 4, verse 9. This question was posed by Cain to God, has become a powerful metaphor for our responsibility towards others, particularly within the Christian faith. Let's explore this concept through both Old and New Testaments. Looking at the Old Testament in Genesis chapter 4, verse 9, after Cain murders his brother Abel, God asked him about Abel's whereabouts. Cain responded with now a famous question. I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? This rhetorical question was Cain's attempt to deflect his responsibility for his actions and deny any obligations to care for his brother. However, the Old Testament consistently emphasizes the importance of caring for others. 1 Leviticus 19 and 18 states, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. 2 Deuteronomy 15 and 11 instructs, you shall open wide your hands to your brothers, to the needy and to the poor in your land. These verses highlight that we do indeed have to responsibility to care for others, contrary to Cain's implications. In the New Testament further develops this concept, emphasizing the importance of brotherly love and care. 1 Galatians 6 and 2 instructs believers to bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. 2 in Matthew 25, verses 35 through 36, Jesus teaches that caring for others is the equivalent to caring for him. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you welcomed me. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came to me. 3 John chapter 11, verses 11 through 12, directly references the Cain and Abel story, urging believers to love one another. For this is the message that you heard from the beginning, that we should love one another. Not as Cain, who was of the wicked one and murdered his brother. From the Christian perspective, a Christian standpoint, we are indeed called to be our brother's keeper, in the sense of showing love, care, and concern for others. This does not mean we're responsible for everyone's actions or safety. We are not present when we're not present, But it does imply a duty to avoid committing acts of violence or harm against others. 2, preventing harm to others when possible. 3, showing brotherly love and support to the fellow believer. 4, offer correction and admonishment when necessary, always in a spirit of love. The Apostle Paul summarized this concept in Romans 14 and 19. Therefore, let us pursue the things which make for peace and the things by which one may edify or build up another. In conclusion, while the phrase, I am my brother's keeper, was initially used to deny responsibility, both the Old and New Testament teaches us that we do have a God-given duty to care for and love one another. This principle is central to the Christian ethics and reflects the love and care that God shows for all of his children.